Hi everyone! Welcome to our first asynchronous lecture. This isn't so much a lecture as a series of steps for you to follow. I'm going to explain here what I'd like you to do. After watching this video, you'll follow the remaining 7 steps on the page. First, you'll watch the CRIT video. CRIT is an acronym for Close Reading Interpretive Tool, and it was developed by the English department here at UT to help make close reading a more concrete, tangible skill. I want you to familiarize yourself with the methodology because you'll be using it in an assignment later in the semester. Now, this is just one way of close reading, and it isn't necessarily the end-all, be-all of close reading, but it will give you guided steps if you're lost about how to get started. Think of it as a lab report, but for English instead of for the hard sciences. After the video, review the CRIT steps in the handout. Make sure to read through each item and make sure you understand what is expected of each of them. Next, you'll choose a banned or challenged children's picture book to read. When you're reading, I want you to think critically about the text. What is interesting about the text? Why did you choose it over another book? Why might it be banned? Do you agree with those reasonings? You can find a picture book of your choice through the library or online, but I've included a few options here for convenience. You're only required to choose one, but feel free to look into more. After reading or watching the picture book, choose a page or 2 and close read it. You may decide to use the CRIT steps or not, it's up to you, but you'll come up with a clearly constructed analysis which provides a plausible interpretation. Again, a clearly constructed analysis which provides a plausible interpretation of the page you chose. Once you've constructed that analysis, you'll post it on the discussion board titled 831 Close Reading Interpretations. Be sure to include in your post a screenshot of the page you chose so we can see what you're talking about. I would encourage you to read through your peers' responses later in the week. And finally, I want you to think about close reading strategies. What should you be looking for when trying to get at the deeper meaning of a text? How should you read a text? How many times should you read a text? What would be helpful when thinking about the act of close reading? You'll come up with 2 tips or strategies for close reading that you think are helpful and share those on the discussion board titled 831 Close Reading Tips and Strategies. That will serve as a resource for you and your peers. And that's your asynchronous class. Happy reading!